Hi, yeah, this is my intro. This channel is now so low production level, or I don't really bother to even put a shirt on. Yeah, no shirt style. This is this channel style. Now put a shirt on this channel because it's actually it's quite hot recently. It's been like summer climate until today, and when the rainstorm came, finally thank God it drops down. It was so hot, and right now at my second floor, just upstairs don't have ventilation, and so it actually traps the heat. It just won't willing to go away. The concrete is really good to store the heat. Yeah, concrete is not a good building material, but whatever. I still love the second floor, except this material. What I'm going to talk today, yeah. So back into the biggie. Okay, I'm just gonna start. So I think my family need a breaking point. Need a I do think it need a trauma. Because at this point today, things kind of went all together. The first one is it's been normal until like a couple hours earlier. My dad called me because earlier than that my grandpa had a brain issue, like the blood vessel in the brain gets stuck for some fucking reason. People getting old, okay? And my grandpa had that issue, and he had that like stroke, right? Is that called stroke? And he went to the hospital, deal with that thing. Now my grandpa is hospitalized, and for I don't know, maybe half a month, and that's kind of happened before. It's not a total surprise. And my grandpa now seems to be stable, and until that's all normal. But until my dad calls me to, would you wanna go to visit your grandpa? When things like this used to happen, I do think I used to visit my grandpa, but every time I go to this goddamn hospital, every time I go to the hospital, it's not a happy experience. Not because of my grandpa or my dad. It's because the way from my place to get there is a huge headache. I'm the person. It's so tired to explain things to this older generation. I mean, my dad and my dad and my mom generation. My grandpa is like, he's too far away from to explain, so you kind of don't need to explain. And he kind of when this like more than 2 generations, I don't know, it's just too far away, and it's kind of okay. But between me and my dad and my mom, it's a huge headache to explain everything. It's a joke. It's a joke to laugh at every time. You want to explain, like you just want to live with them, okay? If you just live with them and you already have so many things to explain with, it's a headache. You will need to explain the whole fucking goddamn nature of the universe, which took a lecture for about maybe 8 hours a day to explain some simple things like why I hate to go hospital. I never needed a hospital. I don't get sick. I don't get that sick so that I have to rely on a hospital. I'm 99% fine through all the year, except some couple of times my mom passed her fucking flu to me. And when I wasn't exercising. That's when I get flu from my mom like couple times a year. Sometimes no flu a year for me. I never need hospital. I never do any drugs. I mean like medicine. But their generation and my grandpa, they rely on this hospital service. I hate to go there first. Firstly, I don't take public transport. I cycling everywhere. I go anywhere with my own power, and I don't need this public transport. And I hate to take public transport from my place to this goddamn hospital. Firstly, I'll need to take the bus. Okay, to take probably around 15 minutes. Take bus to the nearest underground, and then take this goddamn underground. Went through like security check, like a face recognition, all that shit. Okay, went through that, which I hate. I don't like the idea of it. I think it's dumb. Oh, now of the coronavirus, you will probably need to have the temperature check on the bus, on the underground station, both in and out. Is just have a rest then, okay? Just fuck off. It's so tiring. Okay, it's not over. It's not over. Okay, it get on this probably take around half an hour. Extremely hot, uncomfortable condition, cramping in the underground. Apparently, there are so many people take that because of the population, and even during this we're almost out of lockdown in the city. Okay, you get out of this goddamn underground, and now you get into this hospital, which is crowded with people, near the center of the city. Okay, you want to go into the hospital. Okay, you get through the temperature check again, and you need to go there within certain hours because of this coronavirus like restriction or whatever fucking shit. So you went so many goddamn things just to see my grandpa. And my dad called me. So would you like to go there? And say, no, I don't really want to go through this shit again. In this year, I decided not to comply, even though I said no. I love my grandpa. I wanted to visit him, but I don't want to went through this shit. And in this year, I don't want to comply with this. I don't want to do things I don't enjoy just to make other people feeling happy. I don't think it's the right thing to do in 2020. It's 2020, bro. Sisters, okay? Can I do that? I just don't want to do that. And I said, Dad, no, maybe get my grandpa out of hospital ASAP. And then I will visit my grandpa at their home. Is that fair? And my dad just like, yeah, I don't want to talk to you, and just hang up. I'm like, oh, that's my dad. Okay, now my mom. She was like, she had this goddamn like really like Alexa level of a fake iPhone that her company gave her. Like her company's insurance company gave their employees this fake version of iPhone that make iPhone rings, but actually runs on Android OS. But this operating system is super monitoring. It's like her phone very often make weird and like just God. It feels like a ear monitoring you. You can feel something wrong weird with this goddamn phone. Sometimes this phone have like 100 plus notifications going on at the same fucking second. It's like a many weird thing of this phone. I don't like that phone. Why I'm talking that phone? Okay, it's a shit phone. We have this Wi-Fi router at home, right? Okay. I don't like the radiation coming out from this Wi-Fi. So I have a pure aluminum pot cap, like this big. It's a cap, aluminum cap for pot. I put it on the top of the Wi-Fi router, so it reduces the radiation, but not that much. So not too severe that my phone can still use the Wi-Fi. My laptop can still use the Wi-Fi. At distance, my mom's room is closer than the distance of my phone that have trouble of difficulty of receiving the Wi-Fi signal. But her phone, for some reason, it's just shit to receive this Wi-Fi signal. So my mom think it's my fault to restrict the Wi-Fi radiation, and her phone can no longer receive the Wi-Fi, so she have to use her cellular network, and she hate that. I said, it's your phone's fault. Use a better phone. Throw this shit away. And that's where our belief system went apart. She absolutely thinks it's a great phone. She uses it every day. She probably uses it like 90% of her waking hour. You just staring at this, playing with this shit. I don't know how she can do that without getting eyes burned, getting bored. It just she just like hook on this thing for most of the time. It's like her main way of. Sorry, I'm out of focus. I'm really sorry about that. It's a manual lens. Anyway, her main way of entertainment. I don't know how that can be someone's majority way of entertainment. It must be really bored. And it's a shit phone. I hate that phone. And she always try to remove that aluminum like. Especially when I was sleeping, I had dreams of AI try to control human's brain through the Wi-Fi. The switch on Wi-Fi, people just lazy to switch it off. So when people sleep, the Wi-Fi AI control humans' mind through the Wi-Fi. How you can explain this to my mom, to my dad, to their generation? It's impossible. You can't explain this. And every time my mom said, "Why are you doing this?" I'm like, am I gonna explain all that again? That they probably gonna forget right away, and ask about this again the next time. It's tired. I'm getting tired of that. So, and she also acting pretty weird. It just. She constantly treat her body really bad, eating bad quality food, and keep getting sick. Every time she gets sick, and she think, yeah, maybe I should have some treat my body better like my son does. Maybe I will need to eat more vegetables, eat less animal products, and she feel that every time she gets sick, every time she not get sick, eating shit again. I literally feels my parents is like my 15-year-old version of me. It's so annoying, and that's why I said they need some traumas in order to evolve, to become a better person. My mom needs to treat her body better to not get that sick. My dad needs to trust less to the system. I think it would need something like my grandpa being something like, and the hospital tells my grandpa, you get a fucking coronavirus, and but in fact he isn't. That's the sort of shit, and something like that needs to be happen to make my dad not trust this hospital anymore. They trust it so much, and they just think it's ridiculous to not trusting the hospital. I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't trust this system. I don't need it anyway. But if you go there, it means you need it. And for whatever reason, you need this hospital, which I don't. Okay, why would I don't want to go to hospital. I don't need a service to. My grandpa need a service, and if I visit my grandpa, it means I need that service. It's ridiculous. I don't want to go to hospital, and I don't want to do it this time. My dad getting frustrated because of this different belief systems. Okay, my grandpa probably getting sad because I don't visit him. No, I do visit my grandpa, but I don't go to hospital, and it's impossible to explain things to them. That's why I said they need the fucking goddamn trauma. They shouldn't. They can. I don't think it's good for them to rely on this the hospital service, to trust this big pharma. All that shit. How you gonna explain them with that? It's impossible. Now it's getting stuck in here. My dad is is not happy about me at the moment. My mom is constantly having argument with me. She always does this shit to his body. It's kind of big trouble. It's impossible to communicate with that generation, and they acting like kids. It's exactly acting like kids. That they don't. Yeah, now we are just switching the position. I was a fucking stupid kid for my dad and my mom. My level at now I learn more about things, and I see the world in a better angle than they are. I'm quite sure about that. Now we're just switching the position. I'll need to spend my effort to try to explain things to them, and at the moment they don't get it. Yeah, that's basically the situation. What's all about today? I'm hearing. I hope this get through really fast. That's why I don't get it quite. I don't get quite emotional most of the time of my of the arguments between me and my dad and my mom. I will forever be. I'll do my best to be patient and explain things. Hopefully they can. But it's easier for me to just for them to have a big thing come to them, make them realize things they used to believe is not that trustworthy, and just me explaining things is not enough. They desperately need some event happen to change their mind, and I'm willing for them to take that, whatever it takes. That's it for today's video, and hope you went through all that. Yeah, if you're actually interested, but yeah, I'm doing great. I'm living very happy. I'm living very healthy. I'm having a life I want. That's all I want you to know. I hope you have that as well. So things is not that bad. It's getting better and better every day. Keep positive, and I'll see you next time. Share the chance out. Share the chance life out.